Hey folks, welcome to Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline. Today we're going to do a simple oven roasted chicken using a couple of our favorite barbecue rubs and basting it with some butter. So let's sit back and enjoy the ride.
So folks, let's go season the chicken, and here are the ingredients.
You would need 4 to 5 pounds of chicken, cayenne pepper, garlic or parsley, salt, unsalted butter, VACA seasoning rub, Uncle Steve shake smoke bomb.
Well folks, let's get right into it. Today we're going to be using some cayenne pepper for a bit of heat and also some garlic parsley salt. We would not be using any other kind of salt in this recipe. Here I have about 1 to 1.5 teaspoons each of our cayenne pepper and garlic parsley salt. For the final seasoning, I'm going to be using a VACA rub. This rub was created by my brother over at Lunacy Queuing. I will have a link to his channel in the show notes below. Let's get to seasoning our chicken. We want to raise that skin and then lightly sprinkle some of our seasoning combination of garlic, parsley, salt and the cayenne pepper. Doing it this way, it's going to help that seasoning to soak directly into the meat and give us a lot of added flavor. And of course, you want to flip over that leg quarter and season the underside. That is the key to getting flavor throughout the protein. Well folks, we're going to finish up the first layer of our seasoning off camera, and I'll bring you guys back on the other side for the next step. For the final layer, we're going in with the VACA rub, which has some cumin and sugar among other seasonings, and it is very low on sodium. So folks, it's now time to get the last layer of seasoning. You want to flip over the chicken and season the underside first. You want to make sure you get a nice layer of that seasoning on the underside of the chicken, because you know it's all about that flavor. And let me tell you, I have used this seasoning before and the flavor is outstanding. Now that we have finished seasoning the underside of the chicken, we're going to get some seasoning on the presentation side. You also want to make sure you get some of that seasoning all beneath that skin, because you know it's all about that flavor. So folks, now that the chicken is all seasoned up, we're going to place them into this plate and put it in the refrigerator and let it marinate for about half an hour. In the meanwhile that's happening, you want to preheat your oven at 350 to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Well folks, in the miracle of time, 30 minutes has gone by. Here I have a sheet pan with a wire rack which I'm going to spray with some palm to help prevent the chicken from sticking. Well, it's that time boys and girls. It's time to get our chicken onto our baking sheet pan, and in the meanwhile,
Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the post notifications for more.
here's a bit of a close-up and you can see the seasoning penetrating into the meat. I tell you, this is going to be bursting with flavor. So folks, it's time to get our chicken in the oven. We'll be baking this at 350 degrees for the first 20 minutes. So folks, by the magic of editing, 20 minutes has gone by. You want to bump up your oven to 400 degrees before we move on to the next step. For the last step, I have about a quarter cup of unsalted butter that has been melted. I'm going to add some of Uncle Steve's smoke bomb to it, about 1 to 2 teaspoons. I will also have the link to Uncle Steve's website in the show notes below. All you want to do is take a spoon and give it a good old stir and get that smoke bomb incorporated into that melted butter. You want to start basting your chicken at the last 15 to 20 minutes of your cooking time. Now all you want to do is take that melted butter with the smoke bomb and baste your chicken generously with it. Remember folks, I will have the full recipe and the method written down in the show notes below. Now that we have finished basting our chicken, it's time to go into the 400 degree oven and we're going to bake this for another 10 minutes, and then we have one more step. And another 10 minutes has gone by, and this final step is simple enough. Just flip over the chicken and you want to baste it with the remaining of that melted butter. After the final basting, you want to put it back into the oven and let it go for another 10 to 15 minutes, or until you reach the internal temp of 160 to 165 in the breast, and for the leg and thigh and wing you can go up to 175 to 185 internal. So folks, about 15 minutes has gone by, so we're just going to check our internal temp for clarification, and we are reading at 180 to 185 in the wing. Well folks, it's about that time. We're going to get our chicken onto our cutting board, fasten our seatbelts and get ready for a drive-by. Let's go!
So boys and girls, here's our delicious oven roasted chicken. It was so tasty. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notifications for more videos. See you all on our next cooking journey, and we're out until next time.